Here is a picture of a man visiting the Grand Canyon in the 1980s. As his nephew took his picture, swanky leather jacket apart, there was nothing unusual about the event. But when the man had the pictures developed, yep, that used to be a thing, and took a closer look, he could see something that shocked him. Can you see it? What appears to be a figure stood behind him wearing a black hood and gown. You can make out the clear image of a pale, fairly featureless face. This picture has become known as the Grand Canyon Grim Reaper. The man states there was no one stood with him at the time, none of his friends or family, and this picture has been analysed and it is not altered at all. What or who could that be?
The James Linker Experience.
Welcome to the James Linker Experience.
In this video, we will look at real photos that are just bizarre and no one has been able to explain them. Again, these photos are not photoshopped. Have I verified that? Of course not. What do you think this is? Let's begin. In 1959, Mabel Chinnery took a photo of her husband sitting alone in his car. They had just visited the grave of Mabel's mother in the cemetery, who they buried the week before. Mabel was in disbelief when she looked at the picture and could see a figure in the back seat. Backseat drivers, eh? You can make out the head, eyes, nose and mouth. The person is wearing a white garment with a black coat. This has become a hugely famous picture of an alleged ghost. And what makes this picture even stranger is that Mabel insists that the figure looks exactly like her deceased mother. She recognized her instantly. Could it be double exposure, a reflection? Or is this the ghost of Mabel's mother caught on camera? A hiker in Ontario, Canada stopped at a scenic point to take a photo. On the edge of a cliff, sensible. Have a look at this photo. What do you see? So my first thought was not a lot really, but I did catch a glimpse of an area that is noticeably lighter than the rest of the mountain. Looks blurry? Welcome to my world. If we zoom into this area of the picture, we can almost make out a figure wearing a white top and black trousers just stood on the edge of the rock face. It's not an accessible area to go and stand on, so how did that person get there? And why are they stood in such a rigid manner? The area known as Dundas Peak is known for hikers sadly having lost their lives. It has been speculated that what you are seeing is the ghost of one such hiker. This one's cool. James Rodriguez, whilst playing for Porto, scored a goal and wheeled off in celebration. As the media took pictures showing the celebrations in amongst the jubilant fans, something bizarre can be seen. A dark, ghostly figure is stood there wearing what appears to be a button-down shirt and jacket. The picture went viral. Article after article was written about it. Is it just a camera glitch or lighting effect? Well, the experts don't seem to think so.
According to the experts, it would only have been possible to catch this image with a professional camera, and the supposed ghost is too clear for it to be a blur or lighting issue.
I'm not sure how you become an expert in ghosts. I imagine it involves subscription fees and microtransactions. What do you think that shadowy figure could be? In 2015, Nick O'Donoghue was on a flight from London to Austria. Bored of watching 10-year-old Family Guy episodes on that little screen thingy, Nick looked out the window and saw something surreal. He quickly grabbed his phone and took a picture. This is what he captured. Nick was looking at a giant figure with a visible shadow walking on top of the clouds. Let's get a better look. People have called it the Michelin Man or the Iron Giant. I mean, what could be casting a shadow on clouds like that? People have tried to visually enhance the image and you can kind of make out facial features. Here is my best analysis ready. It looks like it has the face of a dog. Am I the only one? Should I have said that out loud? It's just a very strange image which is hard to explain. Who or what is walking in the air? This is a picture taken by NASA in 1960, completely legitimate and verified. You see, I do some homework. It shows a black object in Earth's atmosphere. It appears to have reflective areas to its surface. NASA's official explanation is that it's spacecraft debris or a thermal blanket, for example. More fun people have suggested an alien satellite orbiting Earth.
Yes.
The Black Knight satellite is a big story in the world of alleged government UFO cover-ups. It probably deserves a video all of its own. But here is the picture of what some people believe is an alien satellite that may have been orbiting our Earth, monitoring us for a very, very long time. What does it look like to you? I want to quickly say thank you so much for watching my last video on the cryptids. I appreciate your comments, people commenting on the increased activity on this channel and that you're enjoying it. That's great. I hope this is a bit of escapism for you. Thank you so much. 1962. Brazil have just won the Football World Cup, and amongst the hysteria, the media are busy taking photos of the victorious team. You can see the big bricks that they used to call cameras in 1962, but if you take a closer look, one person is using a device that looks like a mobile phone. It kind of looks a bit like a flip phone, which did not exist in 1962, but there it is. This has led people to speculate that what you are seeing here is a time traveler who has gone back to the time of watching Brazil win the World Cup. Of all the things you could go back to look at, I mean, that's not a bad one, but come on, how they built the pyramids? Or is it some sort of audio recording device or flash device? Help me out with that one. And to end. In 1925, an oil tanker called the SS Watertown had a tragic accident where two crewmen named James Courtney and Michael Meehan sadly lost their lives. They were buried at sea by their fellow crew, and that was the final goodbye. But it wasn't. The crew reported for days after that they were seeing the ghosts of James and Michael in the sea. The crew then took this photo to allegedly prove what they were seeing. Two distinct faces can be seen on the surface of the water. See you soon.